We're going to build a barbed wire gate to match the fence that's going to come across this opening. Yes, yes, yes. I am going to use hand staples. So if you hang loose, pinky, that's my dimension for my loop. I can't quite tell. I think it's maybe Doug fir, maybe. We have this fence over here that we made. It's five strand barbed wire. And we have it on that side, which is a 5-strand barbed wire. But as you can see, there's some like kind of terrain issues, and they don't want a swing gate. They want a 5 barbed wire gate. So we're going to build a barbed wire gate to match the fence that's going to come across this opening. What are we going to use to do it with? Gate closure by Speco. Speco! This, as you will find out, is an awesome gate closure. There's many out there on the market, many to choose from. Which one is the best one? This is the best one that we found. This is the one that we like. As the gate is built, I'll show you reasons why we have come to like this one and why we sell this one. We are going to fasten that onto our post with a 4-inch CTX screw. And it doesn't quite fit, so we're going to drill these holes out just a little bit. So we went just a little bit bigger, and now our screws fit. So the next thing you got to do is you got to decide which side you're going to put your gate on, or which side is going to be your hinge side, which side is going to be your latch side. We have more of a flat post over here, so we're going to go ahead and put our gate closure over here. Before you get your second screw in there, look down and make sure that you're actually going to hit your brace on the other side there, which we are. There's 3 holes in a line right here, and the nice thing about that is based on what diameter of a post you're working with, you're always going to get your front 2, but based on the diameter of your post, if you're working with a smaller post, they give you 3 holes to choose from. We're going to use that very last hole because our post is so big. We're going to bend that down. We're going to take our last lag and add an angle so it goes further into the wood that way. Sink that one in. So we got 4 lags in there instead of nails, and we're ready to start building our gate. So obviously, if you're building a wire gate, you know that the best thing to use, instead of grabbing brand new wire, you're going to grab all your waste off of your brace twitch wires. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make that loop. And the key thing about making that loop is we want to be very close to matching the top. So we're about 9 inches out there. So I'm going to cut myself plenty there, and I'm going to try to be about 9 inches. Right now, that bottom latch loop needs to go beneath your last strand of wire. And we're going to put it about right there. Yes, yes, yes. I am going to use hand staples, provided by SWI. But I'm using hand staples because our guns are further down the fence line, and I can't slow them down, so it's better for me just to use hand staples versus going and getting their gun. So you don't want that latch loop right on the ground. You're going to have a really hard time getting that piece of wood in there. So we're going to put that one in. Again, keep tension on it. Now, do you have to do it this way? No, this is just how I do it. So we are going to do the hinge side. And all we care about is we want to do 2 loops. Unlike that side, these loops are going to be in between the actual strands of the main fence. So we're going to tie our top loop, and then we are going to make our bottom loop match our top as close as possible. Again, it's all about trying to have them, what would you call it, symmetrical to each other? Is that such a thing? Similarity. You know, you want to have You want to have them similar, not symmetrical. Similar. Symmetrical is the wrong word. Hey, what do you know? The Klein pliers are back. So if you hang loose, pinky, that's my dimension for my loop, for my next one. And we're gonna go between the 4th and the 5th strand of barbed wire for this one. And as you can see, right now I'm just measuring it with my hand. Try to get your wraps as tight as possible. No, this is not, in case you're wondering, this is not high tensile wire. This is just your normal 12.5 gauge 2-strand wire. Smooth wire, we call it smooth wire. Other places, depending on who you are, you might know it as horse cable. We're gonna put it in between, somewhere in between top and 2nd strand. And we want our tie in the back. We're gonna staple all 3 sides. Now, I'm sure the question is gonna arise. How come you're not doing 3? Because I'm not required to do 3 and it's easier to do 2. What I mean by that is it's a lot easier to make 2 things match each other, because if you're off just a little bit, your gate stick is just gonna be slanted just a touch. Now, when you do 3, if your 1st and your 2nd are the same size and your 3rd's not, you're not gonna touch your 3rd, or, you know, shapes and sizes. And now when you put, if you put these in between your strands like I did, when you go to tie off your barbed wire for your gate, these won't be in your way. So if you go right next to that, you're gonna be tying your strand of barbed wire pretty close to right around that. Just make sure to put them out of your way is all I'm saying. 2 gate sticks. I can't quite tell. I think it's maybe Doug fir, maybe. That way. I think that way. This is a 3.5 inch doweled rail. It was originally 17 foot long. I cut into 4 pieces, 51 inches in length, and it's awesome. We're gonna cheat. Sure, I could measure all these out, but what fun is that? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I'm just gonna transfer all my barbed wire marks here, which is gonna tell me exactly where I need all my wires to be. And I'm also gonna mark T. T for towards the sky or the top. This one's gonna go here, and this one's gonna go here. Why don't you throw away rolls of barbed wire that look like that? A lot of guys get down there and they're like, oh, that's just garbage, it's not gonna do anything for any kind of a stretch. I would save these and use these on a wire gate or a really short stretch of fence versus throwing them away and dealing with a big roll, a full roll of barbed wire. I want no part in that, thank you. Make it as nice as possible. When it's all said and done, we'll put some staples in it. Biggest thing is to remember, you're better to cut yourself 6 inches long than like 1 to 2 inches short. So give yourself plenty to work with. Now that we have the center established roughly, we're going to put a staple here in the bottom. And its sole purpose is just to keep that wire from slipping off the bottom of that. So you hook it in there like so, then you're able to bring this up, stick it in your closure, and then latch your gate. So as the gate's closed, even though that's the bottom strand, we still got some really nice tension on it. As we work up, it'll be a lot easier. So now we'll run another strand. As soon as the whole gate's made and we have some tension on it, then we'll go ahead and staple all the strands off all the way up the gate sticks. All we're doing is just locking in that bottom hinge loop. So my pattern for wrapping the wire is I go around and I go over. As soon as I go under, as soon as I go around, I go under and then back over. What I mean by over is over that strand, so it stays pretty nice and uniform and easier and nice and compressed, so you can get a staple across that. See how that locks into place? Those two wires are good. Now that I've verified that the second wire that we just put on is good, I'm gonna finish wrapping it off or tying it off. And we're gonna go to our third. Concentrate. We're gonna get it in between those two posts. Concentrate. Oh, we already screwed up. Okay. We gotta start all the way back from the beginning again. Concentration. Okay, we got it. So we wanna put a little bit of slack in there. And that does not match the tension of my last two strands, so we're gonna tighten that up. If you go too tight, it's not that big of a deal, because as soon as you latch it, you can let some slack into it if you need to. And right there is really good. Hey, we're down to our fourth one. Yay! We'll see how I did. Oh yeah! So I unfolded it back, and I'm ever so gently kind of just turning that and watching it turn until I can see that our tension's about the same. And then I can see that we got about the same tensions there. Wrap it, tie it off, cut it, and go to your next strand.
Crocky, come follow me. There's some fences down there in the wild. You never see them in the wild, actually working like this. They're communicating.
It's pretty dang tight. So we're gonna put some back into it. The tighter it is, the harder it is to close. So definitely, you're not looking for, super loosey-goosey, but you're not looking for zing-zang and tight either. You're looking for right in between. Make it so that you can close it with one hand. I am marking my wood stays. Again, I'm just transferring my marks from my original tie-off post to my gate stick, so I don't have to use a tape measure. 16 feet. Our gate's 16 feet, so we're gonna space them at 5'4". We're done with that. I couldn't take it anymore. In case you've been looking at these and you're like, oh man, is it worth it? Yes, absolutely. The DeWalt 20 volt brushless staple gun, fencer staple gun, awesome. And it's even more awesome when you file the part down in here and you can run stockade staples through it instead of DeWalt staples. So if you're looking for staples, we do sell those. We sell them by the box. See the link below. Oh, it's almost so easy. I bet I would have only got one staple in just that amount of time. If you're not a DeWalt person and you're a stockade person yourself, see the link below for that gun. Now when you're stapling off your gate sticks and you're going down this stick, you don't want to staple this one, because you're going to staple the gate closed, okay? So don't be that guy. Okay, just a reminder before you go, the steps that we did. First, we went down to SWI. We got all our fencing supplies. They're like the coolest, raddest, most awesome people on the interwebs and in town. We did our hinge loops, top, bottom, not a middle. And again, we kept them small so that no animals can pass through. Marked out our gate sticks off of our post, put one on each side, made our latch loop, and then started with the bottom strand. So started with that one, went from that one to this one, to this one, to this one, to the final one. And then we went ahead and stapled on our gate stays. And then Dan got angry and quit using hammer and staple and went and got staple gun. And then we finished the gate. But best of all, the real main reason that we wanted to show you this gate is that over there. It's still a good idea to put your one on the top so that way you can catch your latch. Everybody likes to lock their gates nowadays. They really like to keep people out. So right here, it does have a spot where you can put a padlock on it and you can control who goes in and out of your property. So having that extra long handle there helps keep it closed. And then it also has that spacer down here so that way it doesn't come slamming back into the post and squishing your hands on the brace rail. They also give you 2 tabs on there to dig into that wood. So over time, it's going to create that natural cavity or natural indentation in the wood. So that gate stay or stick is just going to fall right into place. I know that you guys watch a ton of videos and just how-to videos. And if you like this video, don't forget to go down below, like it, and subscribe. Until next time, don't forget to close the gate, and you have a good dang day.